The US App Store is saturated. Like many indie app developers, some of my apps barely rank on it. The obvious solution would be to translate them and target other countries. But I quickly found out that translating an app is incredibly expensive and slow. Translating a single app can take days and cost hundreds of dollars. So I made it my mission to solve app localization for everyone. In this video, I'll show you how I built an AI-powered localization tool, the unexpected problems I ran into, and determine if it can translate an entire Xcode project in under a minute. All while trying not to forget to stretch and fold this sourdough every 30 minutes. Xcode already generates an Xcode strings file containing every phrase used in your app. In theory, all you have to do is to translate all those strings into the languages you want. Simple, until you actually try it. I started copying some of my app's strings into ChatGPT. The translations were surprisingly good. But translating thousands of phrases one prompt at a time was painfully slow, like this sourdough. So before my baby could wake up, I built a simple macOS app that can send the phrases to the GPT API in batches. This quickly translated my metronome app to 3 languages, and I thought I was done. But I noticed that it translated word bar to a pub instead of the musical word bar. So I did a few more stretch and folds, and to fix it, I decided to add more context for my AI. I did this in 2 ways. First, I added a feature to tie the translation to an app. I can drop in a link to my app store here, and the app automatically gets the app context. Secondly, Xcode automatically generates comments for every phrase, which made us an excellent context. When I sent these two contexts to the AI model, it solved the problem. The app was looking good in all the languages. But then I added German. This broke everything. To fix this, I decided to add a character limit. If a phrase needs to be short, you can limit the length. This is also sent as part of the context to the large language model. The app also warns you if the length is exceeded. Another issue I found is that I only understand 3 languages, and I have no idea what this word or this word means. To allow this in my app, I wanted to know that at least none of the translations have anything completely out of context. At this point, I was copying the phrases that looked fishy to Google Translate. But this was taking too much time. So I added Apple's on-device offline translation to the app. Although the translations it produces are not perfect, it allowed me to see that the words make sense without spending more on API usage. My metronome app was translated and ready to be published. But then I tried to localize TinyFast. It is another macOS app I built to shrink files quickly on Mac. The AI was translating even words that I did not want to translate, like the app title. So to fix this, I added 2 other features. A list of words that the AI should not translate, like my app title, and a list of keywords that the AI should translate as specified in a glossary. This is important because some keywords need to be translated consistently in the whole app. The most fun I had building this app was actually branding it. A part of me is geek, and the movies I love to watch most tend to have nostalgia, space themes, old game consoles, and retro vibes. I wanted to bring all of this in the app. So I named it App UFO, and after going through all these icon iterations, I ended up with this. The whole process of translating an app now takes less than a minute. To prove it, I'm going to try to translate this app with the 60-second timer. Let's open up Xcode, create a new Xcode strings file, do some more stretch and folds on my sourdough, and run the project. This will compile all the strings in this file. Now let's head to App UFO, create an app, and press translate. That's it, it's done. The next step is to export the file. Open Xcode and run the project. And that's it, it's done. The app is available on the App Store and I put a link down below.